Hello, it is Friday, September 11th, 2020. I don't think I could do a musing on September 11th without talking about the brightest flashbulb moment of my lifetime. This is a clinical term for those moments in our lives that we remember where we were, how the news broke, how we felt. When I think of flashbulb moments in my life, I for certain would say the space shuttle Challenger when it exploded. 9/11 is probably the brightest by far. And as I think of not just the day, but the aftermath of September 11th, I remember not just where I was and how I found out and how I felt, but I also remember the aftermath, and I think most of us do who lived through it. The kind of unity that comes with a shared experience and a shared sense of purpose. It was agreed upon by everyone how to feel and where to put our feelings. And that's a generalization. I'm sure it wasn't agreed upon by everyone, but it felt like everyone was kind of in this thing together, and this thing being an American. And when I think of the crisis of pandemic and all the different other challenges that we're having this year, we just haven't responded in the same way. There's important differences, obviously, about a pandemic versus a terrorist attack, but it would still be the same, that unity is typically found in shared experience and shared purpose. And I wonder oftentimes, how could we do that better? I mean, communities really come together when their football team goes to state, or when it doesn't always have to be something bad. It doesn't have to be a tornado ripped through and now we all come together to respond. It can be joyous occasions, it can be hard things, it can be all over the place, as long as it's a shared experience and a shared sense of purpose. At weddings, I oftentimes say something to the effect of, this relationship between these two people are probably the best example of forgiveness, reconciliation, stick-to-itiveness, persistence, all those behaviors that make relationships thrive, that make life full of love, are maybe best exemplified in people who promise to each other that they're going to share whatever life brings, and that they're going to share that life together faithfully. I think that's a really it's a difficult thing for any other relationship to copy. Marriage can be the best model for communities, for nations, to think about how could we carry on with each other better. A shared sense of experience, a shared sense of purpose. Obviously, married people share experiences and they share a sense of purpose. And as they butt heads with those experiences, or as they disagree about what their purpose is, figuring it out, that's a great model for communities, for nations. My parents tomorrow, Saturday the 12th, celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary. And there's a very small percentage of people who stay married 50 years. Whether for reasons of divorce or one doesn't survive that long. 50 years is a number that I remember looking at this years ago. Very few, the percentage is small, of how many of us get married and are able to see our 50th anniversary together. their marriage has been an example to me of a lot of things, including how to get through the ups and the downs of life, the shared experiences, by also sharing a sense of purpose. Their purpose has been to show up for each other and for those they love. Their purpose has been to serve their community and people who need their gifts, whether at work, among their friends, or in their family. Again, I think a marriage, whether it's your own parents that you observe or friends that you just know, they just do married life well. Maybe that's a relationship we should celebrate more. Are those faithful marriages that we see around us, as they model all the best parts of us, maybe better than anything else. And so today I thank God for faithful marriage, especially for Gary and Luann's 50th anniversary. Happy anniversary.